The wrong table. Ravi was nervous. His hands were rough from years of mopping floors, and his old shirt wasn't fancy, but he'd promised himself he'd try. His co-workers had set him up on a blind date. They said she was kind, simple, and not judgmental. He entered the luxurious restaurant, blinking at the chandeliers and soft piano music. Everyone looked expensive. The host led him toward a table near the window. A woman sat there, elegant, confident, wearing a black dress that looked straight out of a magazine. Ravi swallowed. She can't be the one, but when she looked up and smiled, he nervously sat down. "Hi, I'm Ravi," he said. She smiled. "Oh, finally. I thought you weren't coming." He didn't know it yet, but he had sat at the wrong table. The CEO's amusement. Arushi Mehta, CEO of Mehta Enterprises, had been waiting for her business partner, another CEO, for a dinner meeting. But instead, a shy man with calloused hands and an honest smile sat in front of her. He looked nervous, out of place, and yet, something about him felt real. "Long day?" she asked, testing him. He nodded, "Mopping floors all day. My back's not happy about it." Arushi blinked. "You're a janitor?" "Yes, ma'am. But tonight. I'm on a date." Her laughter filled the restaurant, soft, genuine, and warm. "Oh, I see. Well, let's pretend I'm your date, then." Something inside her melted at his sincerity. The real date arrives. Just as Ravi started to relax, another woman approached his table, waving and calling, "Ravi." "Oh no. You're at the wrong table." The restaurant went silent for a second. Ravi's face turned red with embarrassment. I'm so sorry," he stammered, standing up. "I didn't mean." But Arushi gently placed her hand on his. "Wait." She looked at the other woman, then back at him. "It's all right. Stay. I was enjoying our conversation." Everyone stared as the CEO, the most powerful woman in the city, chose to have dinner with a janitor. Two worlds collide. Dinner went on longer than expected. They talked about dreams, his of owning a small cleaning company, hers of finding peace away from boardrooms and contracts. Ravi made her laugh like no one had in years. He wasn't trying to impress her, just being himself. When the waiter came with the bill, Ravi reached for it. She stopped him, smiling. "This one's on me. You already gave me something I haven't had in a long time, honesty." As they walked out, the rain began to fall. She offered him her umbrella, but he refused. Instead, she joined him, two people, one umbrella, walking in the drizzle like old friends. The next morning. Ravi thought he'd never see her again. But the next morning, the entire cleaning staff was whispering. "Did you hear? The CEO's here." And there she was, Arushi, standing in the hallway, looking for him. "I wanted to thank you," she said softly. "That was the most real evening I've had in years." He smiled shyly. "You're welcome, ma'am." She grinned. "Don't call me ma'am. Call me Arushi." The offer. A few days later, Ravi was called to the top floor, her office. He thought he was in trouble. But Arushi smiled and said, "I've been thinking, you wanted to start your own cleaning business, right?" He nodded. She slid a folder across the desk. "That's a proposal. I'll invest in your company. Let's build it together." He stared at her, speechless. "Why would you do that for me?" Her eyes softened. "Because sometimes, the wrong table leads you to the right person. The right place, right time." Months later, Ravi and Mehta Cleaning Services opened its doors. Reporters flooded the event, curious about the partnership between a janitor and a CEO. When asked how they met, Arushi smiled and said, "He sat at the wrong table, but it was the best mistake of my life." Ravi looked at her, his eyes full of love and gratitude. This time, he reached for her hand, not by accident, but by choice. And the janitor who once sat at the wrong table, had found his forever seat, next to her. Red Heart.